Wibbly wobbly idiot vision. Right, since the last video nothing has been done with this machine. It's not currently in its best place, in fact it's right in front of the door. It doesn't actually have a place in the workshop at the moment, and even when it does have a place in the workshop it's going to need to be moved in and out for a bit once I'm putting stuff together, putting the new motor in, all of that. Now if you look underneath here, we can see what's going on. We can see that there isn't a solid base. It's a structure. It's currently sat on a couple of bits of pipe so that I can roll it around. And I can't do that properly without some kind of solid base. There's also the problem that machines are, generally speaking, made a little bit too low for me because I'm quite tall. So I'm going to need to make some kind of flat base that goes underneath, that I can put rollers underneath and I can move it, and then I can pull them out and just chuck some rubber feet underneath and it'll all be good. No sun at the moment. It's about -5. Still quite a lot of snow around. That probably made you feel sick. This pile of wood is what used to be at the bottom of a chairlift. It was used as planking it's been outside for probably the last 20 years. When the chairlift was torn down, I recovered most of it because it just seemed a bit of a waste. So what we're going to do is use some of this in that orientation. Right, these beams been held together for 25 years with lag bolts, so I've been knocking those out. I've got some 40 millimeter what's it called, Forstner bit holes, so that I can, as they say, hide me nuts. It's basically randomly lobbed in, but then line the two edges up, and then we're going to drill through. This is extremely wibbly wobbly idiot vision, so get the old Makita in there to. I don't know if any of this is going to come out. I doubt it. So by drilling through, we've made a couple of centre pot marks. I've noticed that I do tend to say "so" an awful lot. So again, there's my 16.5mm drill, centred on the hole. Anyway, there we go, all drilled, all bolted together. I need to bolt it a bit tighter, and then we'll be good to put the milling machine on top of it and sling some rollers underneath it, and we'll see how that goes. This is where I do my back and I can't go to work tomorrow.
Done, pretty much. Leverage. Combine.
one step forwards. That's why I'm supposed to spit that down and put some rollers underneath it, move it around a bit, but that's better and I can get into the workshop. Cool! Later guys. So a bit of bonus material here, again what we're about. This is the milling vise I picked up the other day. I'm going to clean it a bit. The guy who had it before me has done what is probably referred to as a proper number on it. He's drilled into it, he's drilled through it, he's proper fucked it, in fact, is what he's done. Now, what I could do, once I've got a vertical head on the mill, is to actually mill this entire piece off and replace it entirely. That's probably quite shaky, isn't it? The whole thing's a bit wibbly wobbly. I can probably tap and fill a couple of these holes, but that's far from being all of them. So I think what's going to happen is some metal-based epoxy once it's clean, and then we'll hit it up with a scrape, and we should be good to go. Where is my wire brush? Should be there, but it's not. Which means it's probably there. Which means I can't get to it. Bugger. Anyway, it's a proper mess, that is. Get in there with something spiky. Let's see what we can get out. Hop. Crud in here. So there's a 5mm hole that goes all the way through. That could be tapped and filled. There's probably another couple. Don't know. That one's deep. God almighty, that's deep. There's an 8mm by the looks of it, and it's proper deep. Good lord. What a fucking mong. It has to be said, everybody's drilled into something at some point, I'm sure. I'm far from being innocent in that respect. In fact, if you want to see something funny, here's my Chinese 4-jaw chuck. Whoops. Somebody might have drilled in accidentally right into the jaw. What a twat. I need to fill that at some point. Brazen file. It's all good news, isn't it? But yeah, that's quite excessive though. And that really is Swiss cheese. What I'm using here is, in fact, it's a mixture of oil and petrol. Not car petrol. Heating petrol. What's it called? Coleman fuel type stuff, basically. It degreases reasonably well, but I need to get in there with a wire brush, and I don't know where I've put my wire brush. Well, we'll deal with that later. Later, guys.